Thanks so much for joining us today. I'm really excited to show you just how easy and fun it is to create this vibrant fox using water-soluble oil pastels. And I love the fox's little smile too, and how those colours just pop off the page. This is a brilliant project to try as it is, or to make entirely of your own. So let's get into it. I'll run through all the materials at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around for that. I'm working on 300 GSM cotton watercolour paper and we'll be using the rough side. That texture or tooth helps grab the pastel and add depth. To keep things simple, I'm transferring this outline straight onto the paper. You can download it from our website. Just shade the back of the printout with a dark pencil, flip it over, tape it down and then retrace the outline on top. The pressure will transfer the shape underneath. You're welcome to freehand if you prefer, but transferring is a great way to make sure your proportions are spot on, especially for that cheeky fox smile. Once that's done, go over any faint lines with a pencil, so you've got a clear base to work from. Now let's get into colour. Grab a scrap piece of paper to use as a mixing palette and testing spot. Scribble on some yellow, orange and phthalo blue pastels, wet your brush and blend the colours right there on the paper. Then gently flick them around the fox outline. This is one of the great things about water-soluble oil pastels. You can use them dry or wet to create these beautiful effects without needing to commit to traditional watercolours. If you've done one of our projects before, don't forget to send us a photo. We love seeing what you create. And if any water seeps inside your outline, just dab it away with the tissue. Time to fill in our fox. Start by applying yellow to the snout and across most of the head and chest using long, gentle strokes. Next, use orange to build up your midtones. This will go across most of the body. Now we can introduce a little azure into the shadows, under the snout, in the ears and the top of the chest. Grab a stiff bristle brush like a hog bristle and wet it slightly and start blending those colours together. I like using small circular motions for the best blend. You can find these in our oil paint sets or even in the natural hairbrush sets. The cotton paper can handle this pressure, but if you're using wood pulp paper, be gentle as it might start to break down. If you're enjoying this, hit subscribe so you don't miss our next video. And let us know in the comments what you'd love to see us create next. We're always keen to hear from you. Once everything is completely dry, we can start our top coat. I'm layering in tangerine, orange and chrome yellow from the ear downward to build up that rich classic fox colour. In the shadow areas, I'm alternating between azure and turquoise to create subtle depth, like right here in the ear. If you've liked this project, we've got lots more on our website. Jump online to check out our Create blog, where you'll find more lessons, tips, tricks and more. Staying inspired doesn't have to cost a cent. Next we add a touch of crimson around the eyes and to define the snout. At this point we're still blocking in colour before the final blend. Now grab a blending stump. I'm using the 12mm one and gently blend each colour into the next. You can use a finger or tissue, but I find a blending stump gives you finer control. Also add some chrome yellow to the body and even a bit of sky blue on top to build visual interest. I'm using a black woodless watercolour pencil to draw in the eyes, followed by a turquoise on the brush for the colour. Keep the whites free so the page can act as the highlights. Then switch back to the black watercolour pencil to define the snout and nose. Now for that finishing texture. Drag your yellow pastel lightly across the surface. Don't press too hard. This lets the pigment catch onto the paper's tooth and gives it that perfect fur-like finish. If you notice colours blending too much, pause and let the piece dry before continuing. Use a white pastel to add highlights to the nose, snout, ears and chest. From here, keep building your tones. Add red over yellow, deepen shadows and refine edges until you're happy with the fine look. And when you're happy, you're done. To try this at home, this is what you'll need: cotton watercolour paper, water-soluble oil pastels, hog bristle brushes, a blending stump, watercolour pencils in black, some water and a palette surface. If you love this project, try taking it a step further. Recreate the fox in a realistic colour palette or push the mood with cool tones. Why not apply the same technique to a different animal that reflects your style? No matter how you customise it, we absolutely love to see your version. So make sure to tag us or send us a photo on socials.